So let me ask if this has happened to you before. You are on a house hunt, right? You're super excited and you keep sort of looking at the market and going, hey, where are the houses? When do the houses show up? I see this a lot. A lot of people don't understand that the market here in northern New Jersey follows a very specific seasonal cadence, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that today. Hi, it's Nancy from Nancy Chu Homes. I'm a realtor here in northern New Jersey, and in my 19 years in the business, I've sold over $500 million of real estate. In New Jersey, the real estate market is actually relatively predictable in terms of how the seasonality works, right? So there is a very specific seasonal cadence. That cadence prioritizes the public academic school calendar, right? And also it sort of focuses on vacation breaks and whether or not there's going to be people here in town versus having gone out for a family vacation. That can greatly affect when a house comes on the market. So I'm going to go back and basically talk to you a little bit about the seasonal life cycle, okay? I think a lot of folks don't understand that here in Jersey, because of our sort of long-term inventory problems that just at this juncture, they're just really not going to go away. They're pretty endemic. They're endemic, they're systemic. It's just sort of is the nature of our market now. We have a very specific sort of ebb and flow pattern in terms of seasonality. And I'm going to be the first to tell you that 2026 is proving to be absolutely the case, which is your spring market in Jersey really starts in January. As a matter of fact, I would tell you that for a lot of folks, they're prepping their homes for a January start date on the market, and they're doing that in November and December. So January through March, you're going to see a surge of inventory. As a matter of fact, you will also see a surge of buyers come out during this time frame. Listen, I'll be the first to tell you that every single property that I'm listing, have listed, have bid on so far in January of 2026 has had multiple offers. And we're not talking like, oh, there's a couple of offers. No, it's been like, wow, a minimum of 4 offers and a maximum of 37 offers. And we are just, third week of January right now? So this is the primary listing season for your house. And it is a huge primary buyer season as well. Sellers pretty much aim to hit the market in late winter, okay? Because what they're doing is they're capturing buyers who want to close and move in before the school year starts. That's a huge part of it. And the inventory definitely starts coming on by the mid of January, okay? April through June, you're going to see the busiest transaction season. There's a lot of folks who still kind of don't understand that the market starts earlier now. So what they'll do is they'll come in April, but June for me is always kind of hit or miss, because the truth is for a lot of folks, they have been, especially from a buyer standpoint, a lot of them have been out looking at houses since January. And by the time sort of May rolls around, if they haven't yet found a home and they've had to compete a lot, they could just be exhausted by the market. And sometimes, and because of that school year thing, there are going to be sellers who basically say, look, I'm going to hit the market, but come May, I'm going to start slowing down because there's kind of like an end of year sprint to, the school year. So school for us ends usually around the 3rd week of June. So that whole month of June, you're going to have some stragglers that list, but you're also going to have a lot of sellers go, you know what? I just need to get through the end of the school year. After that, I will consider putting my house on after the school year is over and I get the kids settled in camp, etc. So just be aware, we see a bit of that surge in April, but really by the end of May, you're going to start to see the taper. All right. So open houses, bidding wars for sure. You're going to see all that in full effect. That basically indicates that the whole first half of the year can be extremely assertive in terms of properties coming on and properties coming off. July and August, you're going to see, I don't necessarily want to call it a lull, but you're going to see some quieter activity. Because for us, for most folks, they just want to get through July 4th. They've got family vacations lined up. They're traveling. And oftentimes, because school doesn't start until after Labor Day for us, August is a huge vacation month. So sometimes new listings will sort of drop off because people are just, first of all, they're, trying to have fun with their families before the school year kicks in. And also they're really just kind of, more focused on, well, let me get through the summer and then maybe I'll list in the fall instead. So you'll see that July, August lull. It's a great opportunity for buyers, I have to tell you, because it does mean that even buyers also follow the same cadence. So buyers will often take some time off in July and August, which means there's going to be more opportunity for you if you are a buyer to come and try to snag something with a little less competition during that time frame. Once the school year starts and Labor Day passes, then what you're going to see is a little mid-peak season, September, October. You're going to see a second wave of listings come on, and buyers who kind of didn't get in the spring, who really need to do something before the holidays, they're going to be out as well, as are sellers. And then of course you have November and December, which really tends to be less new listings. The market is definitely a little quieter then. Once again, an excellent opportunity if you're a buyer, because it means less competition for you. Because also that a seller that's listing during that time frame, they really do need to sell. And for a lot of the sellers, honestly, by November, December, they're having conversations with me about how they want to come on in January or February. So that gives you kind of like an idea of the seasonal ebb and flow. The truth is, there is really no bad time to list and really no bad time to buy. It's really just about the behavior pattern that you choose when you buy. And at some point, I'll do a little video for you guys to talk about, some of the things that you should consider in the home that you're looking for and why the time frame that could work for you. All right, guys, just thought I'd share that so that you're not caught off guard, having missed a season, or perhaps you want to take advantage of one of the quieter seasons. All right, guys, once again, please, if you enjoy our videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. It super, super helps us get the information out to more people who need it. And of course, as always, if you need me, my name is Nancy, 917-992-3098. That is my direct cell phone. You can always reach me there. Thank you so much. See you guys next week.